Okay, so what are we doing, Nick? I don't understand.
Oh, so Elsa, what I'm going to do is I test all of my students and verify that they know how to use the microscope and use the oil. And what I do is I watch them do it, and the minute they do something wrong, I stop the test and I go on to kind of the next person. So you have to do it all right. They could talk to, anyone could watch them, and they can get help from anyone else except for me when they're doing stuff. So Elsa, what I would like you to do is I'm going to go through here. I'm going to mess up all the adjustments on this. Sorry about that. And then what you got to do is you got to set it to you, and then you got to get that slide that has some bacteria on it, and you need to get it in focus with oil immersion using the proper techniques.
Nick, okay, let's do
Oh,
this.
let's see. Oh, you're wearing Uggs today. No, there's not Uggs.
No,
So I'll make more comments on you than I have before, but we've talked about this. I hate it when people wrap it around the microscope, but everyone does it, and I've never been able to change people.
Oh, well, we have to wrap it around here, because what happened was that people like to wrap it around, but at least it has to be wrapped around the neck, not around the diaphragm, because then that breaks that.
Yeah, it
Well,
does.
maybe we
If they
can
don't
invest on something else, right?
Yeah.
So, let's
All right,
plug this
all right.
puppy
So she's
in.
plugging it in, and she's using her hand on the plug. That looks all really
Yes.
good. And you didn't see it, but she wiped down the area with her Sanasol before.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. So, right now, what I'm going to do then is see what Nick did to this microscope here. And I'm just going to move things a little bit before I even turn it on. Oh my goodness. This was
Yeah, I
all
really
the
took it apart.
way messed up.
Oh, so you're moving the stage all the way
I'm
up
moving
on
the
the
stage
what
all the
on the
way-
4X objective,
I
just so it's
am.
right up there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good procedure. I think I'd agree.
Okay. You concur.
And you turning on the
I'm
light.
turning on the light
Okay.
and
Oh, I
just
didn't
turning
mess
it
up.
on.
So, do you admit that the condenser should be kind of right up on the top, right up there?
it needs to be a little bit down.
So it's not
Otherwise,
popping
sometimes,
up,
so
yeah.
it's not popping up and it won't do anything to the slide, but we can adjust it later on.
Okay.
So right now, maybe
Okay.
not.
I
We'll
usually
see.
like to have it a little bit higher, but that's okay. You know, as long as you adjust it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll adjust it there.
Okay.
Make you happy there. Okay, so I'm gonna put the slide in.
Okay.
And this slide has a cover slip. When we start doing bacteria slides, they won't have cover slips.
So it's hard to determine what side of the
Yeah,
slide it's on.
exactly.
That
This
could be
one's
hard.
nice and easy because somebody labeled this for me
Yeah.
ahead of time.
And it's not clips. Some of our students, they remember from high school where they had clips they put it on and they try and slide it underneath the stage holder.
Oh, wow. No, this one, it does have a little clip, but
Yeah, so it fits in
yeah,
there.
it fits
Okay.
snugly in there.
Okay, and you got it all, I like your word, snugly. It's all snugly in there.
All right, and so what I'm doing right now is I'm actually just adjusting the amount of light. If you see these little numbers, 4x, 10x, 40x, that has to do with objectives. So you can change the amount of light.
Oh, okay. Because again, with the higher magnification, you need
need more
larger
light.
amounts of light
Yeah.
in order to see it. Okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh, what happened here? So I'm looking at this like it was a pair of binoculars. And actually, I'm wearing glasses. And you know what? You don't need to wear glasses usually if you're using a microscope. So what I'm going to do here is I'm moving this together until I can just see one circle.
Okay. So I don't know if you know this trick, but can you put your eyes on there again? A little bit further back. And then I'm going to turn up the light again. It may be a little bit bright. And that's okay. But I'm trying to show, can you move back a little bit more? No, what you want to do is still look at it
Yeah.
in your eyes. And what I want people to see is, see, I can see the light going right into your pupils. If you do it right, I can see that. So that's one of the ways that I test it. And so if it, I'm going to move it a little bit. So see
Oh,
that light
man.
on the top of her lid. So sorry about that. I do it real quick.
Feels like
All
an
right.
eye test.
It is an eye test. Okay, so go ahead and you fix that.
Okay, let me fix it. And then because I have a prescription, I can move this a little bit so that I can see things a little bit clearer. Hold on, I'm moving things.
Okay, so what I usually recommend people to do is they close their left eye,
Yep.
get it in focus with their right eye. No, close your left eye.
Okay.
And get it in focus on the machine with your left eye. No, on the focus down here.
Oh, yeah.
Focus there. Get it in nice and focus.
Hold on a second. So notice I'm focusing right now.
Uh-huh.
And what I'm doing is I'm looking through here and I'm moving the stage slowly down until I can see things in focus. And notice I used a course adjustment for this.
Why did you use that one?
Well, I mean, it's a small lens, so you want big movements with the small lens.
With the 4X lens, it's okay.
Yeah.
And then you're moving away from the lens, so you're not going to run into the lens and break it.
Exactly. So notice I start all the way on top so that doesn't happen.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So what I recommend is on here, you look at it through your right eye and get it in focus. So that's not going to get in focus in there. So you get it in focus with the knob.
And then I get it in focus.
Yeah.
Here.
And now close your right eye and you close your other right eye. Yeah. And then you get it in focus with this one on your eye.
Yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Yeah, you were kind of doing that, but I just want to explain it and say, okay. And when
There
I
we
look
go.
here, your eyesight, if I look on here, you are kind of a -2.5. Wow, are you like blind in one eye or something
I am.
like that?
I am. This is my worst
But-
eye.
But if you look at it, so you're like, you do like a 60-80.
Yep.
You're on a little bit of an angle, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And then that -1, and so this will work on all the microscopes
It
whenever
will.
if you know the numbers that you do it.
So true.
What would happen, like, if you didn't adjust this ocular and you're looking at it and it was in focus here and blurry here? What would happen?
That would not. It'd be blurry, and I'd have eye strain.
I get headaches after if it's
Yeah,
blurry
that's
like
what
that
I'm
and stuff like that.
thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
we want to make it as easy as possible for you because we're going to be using this for a
Okay.
long time.
You're going to be spending hours looking through it.
Yeah.
Okay. So
All
what
right,
are you doing now?
Now it's focused at the 4X, and because they're parfocal, I can move this carousel until the 10X objective clicks into place. So let's hear that.
Okay. Oh, I hear the click.
Yeah.
And then it should basically be in focus. Let's see if I
It
can
should
see.
pretty much be in focus. No?
Yeah. No, I see it. I mean, the bacteria are real small. We're not going to see anything yet.
No.
So if you were doing your gram stain, you wouldn't be able to say, "Oh, that's pink. That's gram.
Yeah.
That's gram negative."
It's like a haze.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah.
With maybe some barely visible dots. So now I have it.
Okay.
And notice, I just used very minor adjustments on my find because I was pretty much focused here.
Uh-huh.
It's a
Oh, that's
parfocal
cool.
microscope.
All right.
All right, and so now I am going to switch it and go higher.
Go higher, and then you're going to get that click.
And then you're going to get that
Look at your
click.
hands. You should be a hand model.
Yeah, sure. So notice right here, people here, once they get here.
It's like,
they-
yeah, you're getting too close. You're going to break the slide.
Exactly. But you know what? If you focus properly, you won't. And if you move it down, that means you're not focused anymore.
Yeah. Okay. And then it's harder to focus it
And
in when
harder
it's
to
like that.
focus.
Yeah.
So just watch
Okay.
it. You can just watch it if you're really scared. Mm-hmm. And then it should click into place.
So this is what our students
see?
need to do because they're breaking all of our slides.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't happen
It
if
shouldn't happen.
the machines are made. Okay.
Yeah. So now, some minor adjustments.
So you get it in focus.
I am using my...
So I do this for each and every one of my students. So it's going to take about 10 minutes for you to do this. We don't have the banter on it, but it takes a long time. Times 30 students, that's 300 minutes. That's a couple hours.
Yeah, it is. So we're going to be doing that for my class, too.
Uh-huh.
Hold on.
In my class, you got to be just as good or better than Elsa's class. We're having
We're having a competition?
I feel bad when your class does better than mine. I shouldn't, but I do.
What are you talking about? How do you know?
Well,
They're all
it's a
doing
competition.
It's not a competition, Nick. I see it. And one thing that you have to note for the 40X
Uh-huh.
is that you're not going to be able to see things extremely clearly until you reach The
You kinda-
100X.
You kind of get right there. Well, yeah, you kind of get right there. I also think the 40X gets, a lot of people get oil on it, and it's really hard in all of our
Yeah.
microscopes.
Yeah.
A lot of times, as long as you get close, and then you go on to the 100X, the 100X objective to 1000X total power, then you'll see it. So sometimes it's best just to, look at it, try and get it close,
Yeah.
but you really need to look at it under oil.
So I'm just moving this around, and it kind of looks a little blurry to me. I mean, I can tell there's some pink there.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is, I think we should use some lens paper.
Let's go on to the next one. Well, I think you're right, but I just want to.
good. Okay,
We're at
that's
10
fine.
minutes already.
Oh, we are.
And our millennials, they're not going to watch this part, so you can say
Okay.
whatever you want.
Okay, fine. It's focused at 40X, okay?
Woo! Pretend magic. It's
Woo-hoo!
focused.
It actually is focused.
All right, so how are you going to do oil immersion?
All right, so now I have to add oil. And
Okay.
I have to add the oil because if you don't, the 100X, if you don't add the oil, you won't be able to see things clearly. And that's because it's such a big, the lens is so tiny. When the light rays hit, they're gonna bounce out unless you have that oil to direct that light up. So what I'm gonna do is, so notice I have it between the 40 and the 100X, and I'm trying to go quickly.
So that's the index of refraction. So when light goes
Yes,
from one media to
exactly.
another, and when the index of refraction is different, they'll move.
Exactly.
So like when you see, if you put a pencil in a glass, it looks like it's bent a little bit. And so you just
notice
put a
how
nice
much
little
oil.
drop
Look
on
how
there.
much. I didn't like smear it with oil.
Oh, come on, more oil the better, right? You didn't get any on the stage. Come on.
I'm so sorry. Next time. Next time.
Okay, for those who didn't recognize it, that's sarcasm. Do not put oil on the stage.
Yes.
Okay, and
Okay.
then she flipped it over. I wasn't looking at it too much.
Oh,
She
so
flicked
here.
it over.
So I
and then,
flipped it over,
Uh-huh.
and notice the oil should touch the lens.
Okay, it's hard. That's a good shot. See how the oil forms a complete pathway for the light up to the lens? That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, fantastic. You're so good. And it didn't splash around or anything?
No.
And so what do you
And
see?
so now it is in focus.
And you're not adjusting all that much?
I
Is it in focus?
barely
Uh-huh.
adjusted.
And I said, are you using the coarse focus or the fine focus?
Oh my goodness. Just this.
No, it's you say, oh my goodness, really?
Yes.
Okay.
I say, oh my goodness. Oh golly gee whiz.
What do we live in, Mayberry?
All right.
Okay.
So now it's focused.
Yay! And I'm gonna, okay, it's a test.
Test. Did I do it?
Okay, well, I'll look and see.
Do I pass?
Yes, you pass. I see beautiful gram-negative rods. So, yes, you pass. All right. All right, guys, have fun time. That's exactly what we're going to be testing you on. So, any questions, again, remember to ask us in class.
Absolutely.
And watch your partners and make sure that they do this,
Yes.
do it correctly.
Yes.
Okay.
Collaborative